to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Welcome in.
Hey, everybody. It's us two and the Cardboard Bear.
Okay, Tuesday, November 11th, just a regular, ordinary Tuesday.
Might have noticed, show's out a little late.
Yeah, we, late start today. Didn't expect a bear next to us.
No, we didn't.
So yeah, apologies for the late start. Gonna be honest, wasn't entirely sure we'd have a podcast at all.
Yeah.
We it's not our fault, Mike.
It's not my fault.
It's not the producer's fault.
Nope.
Certainly not a Cardboard Bear's fault.
Nope, not this time.
But it's Jason's fault. It's Jason's fault. We've done this show for 11 years. Never had what happened today happen before. Ordinary little Tuesday, by the way. Happy Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the veterans out there. Great day to say thank you. And we had a show for you. We still do.
Yeah, well, no, we're
right here. Me and Mike just holding it down. But we 11 years. What show is this? This is show 1,844 of just this show. We do Spitballers. We do the Dynasty show.
So
we do the Footcast.
Well over
3,000 shows. We'll just go with that.
Sure.
Never before has somebody just not shown up. And so we started by saying, well, we knew Jason had headed up north yesterday after work. He had to meet somebody up at his cabin in Prescott, Arizona. And then we didn't hear from him. And that's not normal. And then we thought we'd make fun of him. But then we're like, what if something's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, that turned into like, where is Jason and is he okay?
Turned into...
It escalated.
He didn't answer the phone. His wife
couldn't get him.
Was unaware of what was happening this morning. Any of the family tracker situations that
couldn't get him.
We couldn't figure that out.
And the irony is with the Cardboard Bear, there are bears up there. I mean, that became a real. That was at least one of the possibilities. Was an actual.
You were worried about the bear?
I just figured. I mean, it was one of the things, the dangers up north. We say all this because Jason is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's violently ill.
Good. Because there was a room of grown adult men who were about to be violently ill.
Yeah, we were really, it was intense in here. Al Borland, how you doing over there? How's your heart rate?
It's better. It's still higher than normal.
We transitioned from the point of is Jason okay to let's talk waivers. So here we are. But Jason is simultaneously okay and not okay. He apparently got really sick last night and slept through everything and all the phone calls and all the drive to the office and all of that. But yeah, get well soon, Jason. Get well soon, everybody here, mentally. And we've got a podcast for you that we will try to transition into now. Mike and I have waivers for you. What is it? Week 11 about to start?
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Okay.
What was worse? That experience of this morning.
Yeah, that was bad.
Or last night's football game.
Maybe that's why he got sick.
Hey,
maybe he probably started vomiting at about halftime when it was 0-0.
What was that?
Did we got bookend 10-7 games?
I think so. I think Thursday was 10-7.
Which one was worse?
I don't know, man. They were both.
At least last night you could say, you know what? The first one was worse. Last night was two defenses that you know are great. Like, I love the people that were tweeting me like Jordan Love sucks. It was like, and the score is 0-0. It's like, does Jalen Hurts suck? Does A.J. Brown suck?
Yeah.
Does Saquon suck? Does Jacob suck? No, the defenses for these two teams are two of the best in the league. But it wasn't fun football.
It's wild to me when these things can just happen. Like, a defense can be just so superior to the other side's offense. And that offense is not – the Eagles' offense is not bad. The Green Bay offense is not bad.
No, I mean,
but it turned
painful.
into a very defensive heavy battle. If you were hoping for anything for fantasy football, I mean, I got Jacobs got the touchdown,
Devontae Smith.
and then Devontae
Yeah.
Smith, and that was it.
Yeah, no, it was a wild one, and not very exciting for the fantasy football players in the world. But here we are. We're through week 10. The Eagles won 10-7, and we're going to get into waivers on the show today. We got news to catch you up on. Got our streaming quarterback options. I think we'll probably share Jason's. Even.
I think he's
we can-
his own stream.
Oh, man.
Two-sided.
Yeah, there you go. JoinTheFoot.com is the fantasy football community. That's where you get access to the ultimate dashboard lineup optimizing tool. All of your custom waiver wire setup is in there. The bonus episodes of the show every week, which is called the Footcast. And you also will get access if you're Premier Ultimate to the new Trade Analyzer, which I think is still unlocked and free for people to try out, but that will be part of the perks at jointhefoot.com for you to check out. We talked about Monday Night Football. Let's talk some news.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
It's a big one. We got two really, really big
Is it the
pieces of news.
Yeah, go ahead. Share what you are
We'll just follow it up. Monday night, Romeo Doubs left with a chest injury. That was a bummer with his opportunity. It led to Bo Melton. Bo Melton, who got sent to cornerback, got brought back, and so that was not part of Green Bay's plans.
Yeah, I mean, no Golden, right? And
Yeah.
no Kraft.
Yep.
And no Dobbs now.
Yeah,
And Wicks had his normal sometimes they catch it situation.
But anyways, big news. The Giants, they decided they have had enough, and head coach Brian Daboll was released. Well, he was relieved of his
released.
He was relieved of his
He's now
duties.
a free agent.
OC Mike Kafka will be the interim head coach. The timing was so weird to me.
I think a lot of people were a little bit confused by this. It felt like, well, on Sunday it didn't feel like Daboll's fault entirely when your starting quarterback goes out again. I mean, I know they've lost 3 games with that 95-plus percentile chance to win, and that's you can lay that at the feet of the coach because they're supposed to manage bad situations, and when you have a chance to win, you should be able to take care of it. But this was the guy that really went to bat for Jackson Dart in the draft. If you watched the draft videos, it wasn't that GM that really had conviction around Jackson Dart. It was Brian Daboll.
The GM gets to keep his job.
Yeah, and the Giants, I guess you try to move on and find, Brian Daboll is going to live a longer life now because the heart rate that Brian Daboll on the sideline was like us in the studio the last 30 minutes, but all game long.
I'm not saying that Brian Daboll is a great head coach. The timing caught me off guard because it was like, it almost feels like a makeup. He seemed like this should have happened weeks ago, and then they made the move to Dart, and then all of a sudden there's this energy, and so they're like, oh, maybe the vibes are good enough that we'll hold on to him, and then the last couple losses were too much.
Yeah, so the other big news, Joe Burrow designated to return from injured reserve. Won't play this week, but could return.
This is a big one. Joe Burrow said he is targeting week 13 to return to game action. I don't know if that still depends on the Cincinnati Bengals record, which
he did not rule out the idea that the record will play a part in his return.
As it should. You can't. You can. I mean, you for the love of the game and your team and everything. But if you're not 100% ready to go, and your team is out, then you probably just want to rest up and take next season. But this is a huge.
What week did you say?
Roto World has Joe Burrow said he's targeting week 13.
Okay, and I'm seeing a new post here moments ago by Adam Schefter saying could be week 14 at Buffalo.
Okay.
So somewhere in that range, something to pay attention to.
This changes.
Burrow stack with
Yeah.
Chase and Higgins could be live for your fantasy playoffs.
Yeah, it moves and shakes a lot of things. Like, I mean, I've talked about Joe Flacco every single week being, you know, even to the point of before this news, it was like Joe Flacco was still in my top 3 waiver claims of the week. He's at least on Sleeper, he's showing like 50, mid-50s of rostered, and he's playing out of his mind. The schedule is incredible for Joe Flacco, but if he loses his job, he loses his job.
Yeah, and this week they are 5.5-point underdogs in Pittsburgh.
With a 49.5-point over-under.
Yeah, I mean, that should be...
An AFC North battle, almost a 50-point over-under. That's wild.
That's because they don't have one defense between the two of them.
I don't know what maybe. What's going on with the Steelers? Is the defense back, or what's going on here?
Yeah. So there you go. That was big news. Garrett Wilson also, he's going to miss 3 or 4 weeks with a knee sprain.
Yeah.
I mean, I am not
lost season now.
I'm not exaggerating. Like, it might be a blessing for fantasy managers not have to make that start-sit decision.
Yeah.
Because you just – the math doesn't math with Justin Fields' passing yardage.
I agree, and yet Garrett Wilson, most of the games he's been great for fantasy football. You just somehow that also confuses me. How do you get Justin Fields? I know the Bengals are their defense is horrifically bad. But how do you go from that? You get a bye week, and then you have another 40 passing yards or something?
It just doesn't take very much to disrupt Justin Fields.
Right.
That's really it. Todd Bowles, this was a panic alarm 3 weeks ago. No timetable on Bucky Irving's return. So Sean Tucker's the discussion on waivers. Rachaad White was a bust this past week.
Yeah.
Ricky Pearsall, Kyle Shanahan, hopeful he'll practice this week.
Okay. We'll take that over all the fuzzy situations that they keep giving us. Pearsall looked great when he was playing, and the 49ers really need him.
Andy Reid said Isaiah Pacheco may take more time. MCL sprain in Week 8, probably not back soon. Terry McLaurin is not going to play in Week 11 against the Dolphins. That would help Marcus Mariota as a streamer if he was back. Aronde Gadsden, day-to-day with a quad bruise.
We will take this as well.
That's good news. It was a good sign that the injury came due to impact, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So, he could play. We'll see. Dalton Kincaid, hamstring week to week for Kincaid, who's been their best target, but probably not on your fantasy roster starting lineup this week. Brenton Strange, designated to return from injured reserve for the Jags. I'm not wildly excited about that, but maybe their offense is better with him.
I think the offense as a whole is better. I mean, the guy was, in the first month of the season, the guy was 17% of the targets for the Jags.
Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson, Kayshon Boutte, all limited. This is a Thursday night game for the Patriots, so something to pay attention to for that game. The
Henderson, you saw it happen in the game. He got a little bit banged up. He did go back in, so I'm sure that is what it is. It's related to that, would be my guess. And then Ramondre, at least the news from last week was it's unlikely that he'll play on Thursday. We'll see if he forces his way back on because he can see his job slipping away.
Somebody asked me on Twitter, what's the workload going to be like when he's back?
Oh, it probably back to what it was.
Yeah, I think my answer was annoying.
Yeah.
It'll be back to annoying.
That's the argument for Henderson. So if you go, Andy, you cut up did you post all the Bucs carries?
all the carries.
So you can the Bucs are a tremendous run defense, and you could see that so many of the carries over and over are for nothing. And that's what it would have been with Ramondre too. Like to pretend that Ramondre Stevenson would have done better running in the interior against the Bucs that's nonsense. But when you give Henderson that many opportunities,
you break one.
You break two. That's what. And if you almost
broke three.
He started the game with a huge carry, and it was just a hand got his foot. If he doesn't get clipped in the foot, that was a touchdown right at the beginning of the game. That's the argument for Henderson is you're far more likely to get 1 to 2 huge plays.
When it goes right, it goes really right for you.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
Will they go back to it? I honestly don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Or I hope they don't go back. I hope they don't go back.
Oh, right. Yes, that Henderson plays more.
Yeah.
And Stevenson plays less. That was News and Notes, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. Stock waivers.
The Waiver Wire, presented by Jimmy John's.
All right, the Bengals, Chiefs, Cowboys, Titans back from the bye. We have 2 teams on bye this week, just 2, the Colts and Saints. They're like, Tyler Shuck, take a week off. What a performance. Jonathan Taylor, you got enough yards for 2 weeks. Take a week off. Let's start at the running back position.
It remains uninspiring.
Yes, I would agree. I think, the player I picked up and played last week, who had a good week because he always seems to have a breakaway run when he gets opportunities, is Amari DiMercato of Arizona.
Sure.
Bam Knight got hurt, also didn't play a lot. Michael Carter, we know what he is. You're going to get some targets and catches from Amari DiMercato in Arizona. They play San Francisco this week at home. They're at home the next couple weeks. We know that Trey Benson will be back at some point, but we don't have any indications that it's soon right now. So to me, I would have also brought up Chris Rodriguez probably pretty significantly, but he got hurt. Shoulder injury in the game. He did score for Washington. Those are the 2 players that I thought were in that starter category that I cared about.
They feel like they have standalone value, perhaps not a ton. And with it only being the 2 teams on bye, I mean, maybe you have Jonathan Taylor and you really need a running back. I would lean DiMercato's way. And then it's the insurance guys. It is that time of year. Please insure your superstar running backs. And Tyler Algier right now seems like – is that a real big snip? Did that come through the microphone?
I hit mute real hard there. And now here we are. Let me check this. Yeah, the mute button is being held down right now, and he's saying, "Don't say anything." Al's like, "Don't say anything to the." You think we're not going to say something on a day like today where Jason almost?
Hey, I muted. I bet
me.
he muted you. Tyler Algier,
son of a gun.
I didn't mute you. I just fixed your button, so it's working now.
Nice.
Do your job. What did you think your boss died today?
Look, we all showed up on time, right?
Yeah.
Tyler Algier.
Sheesh.
It's a Zach Charbonnet situation. Bijan is incredible, and as soon as they get close, they're like, "Hey, Tyler Algier, take over. You got it, big gog."
Big what?
Big gog. That was a big guy.
It's not a Big Chungus reference?
It was a big guy and a big
Did
dog.
You hear about this?
For
baby. Kyle Monangai likes and embraces the nickname Big Chungus.
Well, but he wasn't talking for himself, was he?
I thought it was for himself.
I thought he was just saying what meme, which Big Chungus was legendary
likes
in
it in
our
general?
household.
He said it was like his favorite meme. I think.
Yeah.
Oh boy, he's Big Chungus to me. I've already made that connection in my brain.
So Tyler Algier is probably if you don't have any of if you don't have Bijan or Barkley or Christian McCaffrey, Algier I guess is at the top of the list because he can go in your flex in an emergency situation.
I'll bring up Sean Tucker as well. I mean, he did get 9 opportunities on the ground. I thought the team turned to him early because they just wanted to give him more chances. Rashad White has been Rashad White.
But that's what's so weird about that whole situation.
Like if I told you Bucky's gone for 4 more weeks, I mean, you're probably throwing him on your bench to see what happens.
Yeah. It just those first 3 weeks they didn't. I guess the last 2 weeks, 9 carries, and then right before the bye week he had 12 carries. The way they're managing their running backs is odd.
The other names that people have brought up as drop candidates, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, Chuba Hubbard, Jordan Mason. I probably don't drop JCM right now with the injury to Chris Rodriguez because, I mean, are you telling me that McNichols is your every down back? That's not going to be the case.
Yeah, I don't know that any of those 3 guys should be dropped right now. Everything is relative to your team, but it's like Chuba, if Rico misses time, Chuba will be very good, and Jordan Mason seemingly won't be very good if Aaron Jones ever misses time again, which he keeps getting banged up, but he at least will get a bunch of volume.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll talk some wideouts.
All right. We are in the heart of the fantasy season, and the injuries are already piling up. ACLs, stingers, and turf toes, oh my. In fact, the only thing right now that feels good is having the perfect backup ready to go. So wouldn't it be great if you had a perfect backup in real life too? With Progressive, you get more than just a policy. You get a playbook full of coverage options that you can count on for your home or for your auto. You want to customize your protection? No problem. You can build your coverage just like your fantasy team, making sure you got the right players in every position and a backup plan when you need it most. And when life throws an audible, like that fumble in the driveway or a hailstorm at home, Progressive is there with 24/7 support. Don't get caught without a great backup. Visit Progressive.com to quote today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party issuers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to term, policy, limits, and conditions.
All right, we get a chance to talk about Vuori, a product we've absolutely loved for a very long time. Always looking for, great-looking clothing, but at this juncture of life, I've realized how valuable great-looking and comfortable clothing is when you can put both of those together. That is why I was a customer at Vuori long before they were a sponsor of this show. It's versatile, comfortable, nice-looking clothing for all sorts of different contexts, designed to look great beyond just the gym, where maybe you were wearing it before, whether you're running errands, whether you're heading to the office. I wear my Vuori pants all the time, meeting up with friends, whatever the case may be. It's just very comfortable, nice-looking clothing from Vuori. We're transitioning from fall to winter, and they have lounge and performance pieces that move you through every part of your day, cozy mornings at home to commuting in style. I love their joggers in particular. Their jackets are really nice. They're made for comfort and performance and everyday wear. I love wearing them all over the place. We wear them in the studio all the time. Vuori is an investment in your happiness. For our listeners, they are offering 20% off your first purchase, so giving you a good deal there. Get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at vuori.com/footballers. That's VUORI.com/footballers. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Once again, the wide receiver position is much more interesting, Mike, than the running backs on the waiver wire. I imagine we will have a handful of the same names in maybe a different order for the wide receiver position. There are, I would say, 3 names, maybe 4.
I have a fourth name that I am pretty interested in. Yeah.
Well, I think the big names that we'll talk about, and we can order them however you want. A bye week is complicating one of the situations, but Parker Washington, once again, impacting your fantasy team. He didn't have a lot of volume, and obviously Jacoby Myers will be more involved in Jacksonville, but with the injury to Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter, Parker Washington's out on the field a lot. He scored twice. One was a punt return touchdown. One was a toe tap touchdown. So he's about 55% rostered right now. Obviously, Alec Pierce has made a huge impact. Alec Pierce, 7 more targets, 4 for 84 and a touchdown. We talked about him at length yesterday on the Studs episode. That's another name, but he's on bye. And then Darius Slayton, who I thought looked great. Now I would like it to be like he's off the board if you told me Jackson Dart is missing.
I agree.
I mean, Darius Slayton should be...
The skill set at least matches up. If Russ can do anything good, it's float a deep ball that gives your wide receiver a chance, but I wouldn't be excited about it. The whole Giants offense would take a few notches down.
And I guess my fourth name, and you might have a different one, it was going to be Christian Watson, just 37% rostered.
I have 5 names.
Okay, well, Watson, 2 catches, 45 yards. Always, he is the Green Bay Alec Pierce, right? Really? He's going to get deep shots in every game. The wide receivers and pass catchers are going down quickly in Green Bay, and he is active and healthy and available. Dobbs, the chest injury, who knows? But like Christian Watson, to me, that's the kind of player I much prefer to put in my lineup versus one of those like low ceiling type of options. I think Watson is very start worthy against New York.
Yeah, I agree. He is actually he's higher up. But the name I wanted to talk about was Luther Burden.
Okay,
Chicago Bears rookie, 2nd round pick. Ben Johnson has been, in my opinion, overly slow and cautious to react to what his top 2 picks have done. Like Loveland was fine, but it's still really sharing snaps with Cole Kmet. I think he played just a few more than Cole Kmet, and then we insist on Zacchaeus being on the field all the time. It's very strange to me. But you have DJ Moore DJ Moore got banged up,
He
right?
did, yes. He was a goose, and then he got banged up.
Yeah, Zacchaeus is second on the team in targets behind Rome Odunze.
It's time for a change.
It's so bizarre that they're going with
the Ramondre Stevenson of the wide receiver position.
Yes, and Luther Burden is legit. It was a season high 49% of the snaps, 3 for 51. This is the other guys, like Parker Washington. If you need a guy this week, I'd play Parker Washington. But if you're cool at your starting roster is looking good.
If you're a cool guy, if you're really hip, you'll add the coolest.
By if you're cool, I mean if your roster is set and ready to go.
Good, yeah.
Then Luther Burden is a stash that I think a high priority stash for the second half of the season.
I would put him above Matthew Golden. In the upside category with what's going on those teams right now. I think Jason would probably say bring up Tez Johnson, but I mean he's not here, so we can't say that.
Yeah.
4 for 42, 2 touchdowns this past week. Will continue to get snaps as long as they're depleted and the running game is not good in Tampa. They play Buffalo this week. There are options. And then you could, if you're in the flyer category, you don't want to spend any fab, but you want to throw somebody on your bench, JIC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jeudy got 12 targets. He got 12 targets. There's a new play caller.
Oh, no, it's a trap.
There's a new play caller. I said on the bench, don't you dare play him. So just throwing that out there. And then, it's wild that there are a handful of teams where if you take away their best options, we're not even coming on this show and saying go get the other players.
Right.
Like Garrett Wilson's down. We didn't mention a Jet.
No.
We're not going to talk about a Jet.
No.
Like there are teams like the Browns, you pretty much want no wideouts. The Jets, you want no wideouts. Do you want a wideout in Buffalo? Good luck.
Apparently not.
You want one in Las Vegas?
No.
No. There's teams where you got the wide receivers are playing all game long and you don't even want them.
Like what is Las Vegas doing? Why is Tyler Lockett getting 6 targets?
He is probably the best player to play of that wide receiver room, and that is insane.
That's so bizarre to me. And then
they do play Dallas.
Ooh, Trey Tucker against Dallas.
Yeah, that's the one to go.
That's pretty interesting. And then reminder, Jayden Reed. We don't know when or if he will come back.
He's gonna matter.
But for a guy that is stuck being historically has been a part-time player for the Green Bay Packers, if everyone else is hurt, they might just have to play Jayden Reed all the time.
That's interesting.
And what would happen? What would happen to the Green Bay Packers pass attack if you had to play Jayden Reed every snap? You know what? Probably good things.
No, he's super important. I mean, this offense has not been full strength at all.
Yeah.
So, tight ends. We talked about Brenton Strange.
Brooks, take you. We'll bring him up. Kyle Williams.
I thought about it, but
we just have to at least mention it.
Kyle Williams is a rookie on Mike's dynasty team. He's 7% rostered. He had a 72-yard touchdown.
Yeah, he did. He is fast.
He's very fast. But I don't know if the team is going. I don't know if Mike Vrabel can handle 2 youngsters out there at the same time.
Kyle Williams only got 2 targets, but if they play on Thursday, and if Booty can't go, then Kyle Williams
when the Booty can't go.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Yeah, not Jason's problem right now. All right. We've got tight ends.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Tight ends, Cade Otton, 12 targets. Yikes.
Would you rather play Tez or would you rather play Cade Otton?
I'd probably play Otton. In a flex?
Yeah.
I'd probably do that. Yeah.
I mean, that feels wild to play the tight end over the wide receiver, but he gets volume.
The hype probably
he gets explosivoed.
Yeah, the hype has probably calmed down on Colston Loveland, and that might be to your advantage, fantasy player, because
I'm still in. He was 4 for.
I said the hype died down, but DJ Moore, the injury, all the things Mike said about Luther Burden, they apply to the Colston Loveland involvement in the offense. Harold Fannin, a little bit less excited with the fact Njoku came back and stole a bunch of targets and snaps, and it's the Browns.
Still 7 targets.
Theo Johnson, 7 for 75 in this last one.
You need Jackson Dart, though.
You do. And then Juwan Johnson, 4 for 92. Has it been 2 good games with that, or just 1 without Rashid Shaheed? But the last 4 weeks, he's been a top 12 tight end again.
Yeah.
He is as soon as you count on him, he's going to dump all over you. But right now,
his game
passively
is so weird.
But he's going into the bye, right?
Yeah, he is.
And then there was nothing impressive about the Musgrave involvement or anything yesterday. Defensively, you've got some matchups. The Patriots this week, they play the Jets. You like that. They're at home. Houston, been a great defense.
Yeah, if they're somehow out there.
They play Tennessee. Baltimore, less than 50% rostered. They play Cleveland. They've been playing a lot better. And, well, Dylan Gabriel is Dylan Gabriel, or as Jason would say, Gillen Dabriel. Green Bay, they take on the Giants. It could be Russ at quarterback or Jameis. Green Bay's defense just held Philly in check. Those are kind of the highlight names on the defensive side.
Yeah. No, man, who would all things considered of those four, who would you actually pick?
If I had my choice
of
all of them, I'd probably just play the Patriots against the Jets. I would feel at home. That's the only home matchup of that group. I'd probably feel pretty cozy about that. No Garrett Wilson. I mean, how do you?
Oh my gosh!
How do you do anything?
It's
going to be Breece Hall checkdowns and Justin Fields checking out.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. What?
Are you sure it's Justin Fields? How we won't know?
I mean, they did win, right? Competitive advantage.
Yeah,
they kept it. They kept it right up to game time.
They won?
The other team literally didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, the Cleveland Browns had no idea how to play defense against a quarterback. They hadn't built a game plan yet.
No,
then they surprised them.
And that's why all of those not offensive touchdowns were happening.
Could you hear?
They were
by the way,
psyched out.
If you listen to the broadcast, you can actually hear the entire Cleveland Browns defense screaming, "No!" when the news broke that morning from the locker room because they had no notes.
Yeah,
they had no notes.
They couldn't figure it out.
They had just guessed at Tyrod Taylor, and then they had built a game plan around Taylor.
What did Fields actually end up with?
Garbage.
He threw the ball 11 times.
For how many yards?
For 54 yards.
Ah.
He did have.
And let me tell you, one of the receptions was for 42 yards.
Was the Breece Hall touchdown?
Yeah. Was that a downfield pass?
No.
So it was a check. It was a screen.
Yeah.
So you had basically 0 yards down the field.
Yeah.
Nifty.
Yeah.
That's annoying. All right. That was this week's Waiver Wire presented by Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's new toasted pizza sandwich is available in 2 flavors, 3-cheese pizza sandwich and Sicilian pizza sandwich. Oh, that's good at participating locations for a limited time while supplies last. We did get those sandwiches. I did steal somebody's sandwich on accident. I'm sorry to the person that ordered the Sicilian.
Your mouth wasn't sorry.
No, it was better than the I thought it was my favorite one.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk some quarterbacks.
Full stream ahead.
I don't see one in here for Jason. He didn't even put a streaming quarterback in. He was too busy.
This guy.
Too busy scaring the living daylights out of us.
Goodness gracious.
To be clear, I'm very, very happy that he's alive.
Yeah.
But
now we're mad.
Who are you streaming?
Yeah.
Who are you streaming? Mike, you got a name in here, and it's a guy you love. You just love him.
Man.
You love him to death.
I love nothing more than recommending to stream Aaron Rodgers. But
he's your dude.
He's playing the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Aaron Rodgers, it has not been great, but guess what he was? He has 2 good games on the year. One in week 1 against the Jets in that really surprising shootout where it looked like Justin Fields was actually going to be a good quarterback this year. Then bad. Oh, wait, we got week 7 here.
Yeah.
22.6 points, QB8 on the week. Oh, it's the Cincinnati Bengals. Hey, and that was on the road too. So if you are up against it, the 49.5 point over under, and the Steelers are the heavy favorites. Was that what it was?
5.5, I think. Yeah.
So Aaron Rodgers is in play. Should you need to stream your quarterback
this week? You can get DK Metcalf above the 30-yard mark?
This week I actually do.
Marcus Mariota will be my streaming quarterback pick. It was a whooping last week against Detroit, and he's still in the mid-20s in fantasy production. It's just what he does. 2 touchdowns. He's got a weekly floor thanks to the rushing and the opportunities there. They are going to play Miami, but it's in Madrid, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
So it's a road game for both, really. And Miami right now against quarterbacks, I know they had the good week against Josh Allen, but still 22nd on the season and schedule adjusted. Terry McLaurin will be there on the bench clapping.
I loved the announcement that Terry McLaurin will go to Spain with the team. not going to play. I'm like, well, yeah.
Who doesn't go to Spain?
Yeah, you're like your chair. You're like, I get a free flight.
Yeah, man.
A free trip over to Spain. I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah, and pay attention if Flacco was dropped over the
bye.
Over the bye.
Yeah, I would play Flacco over Aaron Rodgers. And if it wasn't clear, I guess we didn't really lay out strategy for Joe Burrow. Like, if my quarterback, if I don't have a locked-in solution at quarterback, you're talking one of the elites. Yes, I am picking up Joe Burrow right now based off of this news. Headed into week 11, you might get him in 2 weeks.
Yeah, IR spot, that'd be nice.
Well, a lot of people are really, really struggling with their quarterback situation, and if somehow Burrow was available, I think I'd be pretty aggressive to go get him.
Yeah, if you we didn't have a great start to the year, but he played against Cleveland in Cleveland.
He also
always
starts slow.
We'll take a break. We'll jump into, I think, sports card talk for the next 20, 30 minutes.
Oh, I'm here for that. Also,
right? Jason's not here. You and I could talk cards.
Hopefully Joey B is watching what Joey F is doing.
Wait, Joey B, Joey F. Okay.
Yeah, of where he's where Flacco's like, what am I gonna do here? I'm gonna throw that ball to Jamar Chase.
When in doubt, air
20 times.
Air it out.
Joe Burrow, do it.
If you listen to Mike.
Well, I mean, honestly, if we get 2 more games of just...
I thought you meant Joey Fatone.
Oh, of NSYNC?
Of NSYNC, yeah.
No. I meant Joe Flacco.
Okay, got it.
If we get 2 more weeks of like 15 targets for Jamar Chase, and then Joe Burrow comes in and it's like 8 targets.
Yeah, you got
people are going to get real mad at Joe Burrow.
You got to root for Joey Fatone. Let's take a break. We'll actually jump into some mailbag.
From Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and the executive producers of Power comes the final season of Force. Tommy Egan is back, and he's going all in. Turf wars, betrayal, and chaos erupt. Will he finally become the kingpin of Chicago? Watch the explosive season premiere now, only on Stars and the Stars app.
What's up, Foot Clan? Olipop is a new kind of soda with high fiber and 2 to 5 grams of sugar per can. And Olipop's latest collaboration is with Paramount Pictures, introducing Pineapple Paradise, the pineapple-iest soda from Bikini Bottom, inspired by SpongeBob's iconic home. The new limited-time flavor comes in 5 collectible SpongeBob can designs, and you never know which design you're going to get. The SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants, opens December 19th, only in theaters. Look, I love soda. We all love soda. I grew up drinking soda. It was our special pizza night thing. And then you become addicted to it. But the sugar, it's not good for you. I'm a big fan of Olipop. It's low sugar soda. You get the fizz. You get to enjoy it. I love cherry vanilla. That's my favorite flavor. And now they've got the brand new Pineapple Paradise, which I've already had. It's very, very good. And you can get $2 off a 4-pack of Olipop. Go to drinkolipop.com/footballers. Works on any flavor of 4-pack, including SpongeBob. Any retailer, it works there too. And Olipop is sold online at drinkolipop.com and Amazon and available in almost 50,000 retailers nationwide, including Costco, Walmart, Target, Publix, Whole Foods, Kroger, and H-E-B. This is one of the most peculiar episodes we've ever had.
Well,
the vibe just feels funny.
Yeah.
Due to the bear.
Because we were in a horror movie where it was like, do let's make jokes about our friend sleeping in, and then slowly the anxiety just starts building to like, oh no, he's for sure something really, really bad happened.
It was pretty freaky, man. It was so freaky that our producers didn't even make the mute buttons work. That's how freaky it was. We got mailbag, Mike.
All right.
Mailbag.
Ooh. Yeah. If you got a question, you go to the website, thefantasyfootballers.com. You can click that submit a question button or dial the voicemail hotline 302-464-TFFB, and we will answer your questions, trying to help you out this week. This one's a good one. We haven't talked about him a lot. Probably should have talked about him a little more. Jesse in Pasadena wants to know, is Xavier Worthy at drop status at this point? With how Mahomes is playing, I thought Worthy would benefit, but he really hasn't provided those winning weeks. What's the vibe check on Mr. Xavier Worthy? We know he's been playing through injury since week 2. The targets, I mean, 7. What are your thoughts, Mike? Do you
I'm giggling because Kyle sent the message real quick. He says, no one hates Worthy more than Mike, which I am a very biased.
Oh, is this not a good question for you?
Well, it's
Would you drop Xavier Worthy?
everything that I've seen from Worthy, including the second half breakout of last year, which I thought was like inefficient. They tried to turn him into Rashee Rice, which he had some success for fantasy, but if you look at how efficient Rice is with the targets compared to what Worthy was doing, it was not even close. So I mean, everything I've seen from Worthy just confirmed my priors of I still haven't seen a player that I'm blown away with for who really deserved to be a round 1 talent. I mean, unless you're like, I got to get Parker Washington into my starting lineup, I'm not going to drop him because the story, I can see it turning around for him, but I don't think it will happen.
Evan in Denver, should I start Woody Marks or Kimani Vidal this week? We have been here before with Woody Marks where he had a breakout performance and then people relied on him.
This one is actually very tough.
We've also been there with Vidal 3 times. I mean, he was running back 8, 7, and 8 in weeks 6, 8, and 10. Taking a week off in between, now goes to Jacksonville. Tough running defense.
That's it. I want it to be Vidal. Just he's on the better team. I want a piece of the Chargers offense.
Woody Marks is fully healthy. Because I know he got banged up in that game, came out, and
would have to check. I mean,
I don't think he's on any injury reports.
He played 80% of the snaps. He's actually been double digits in 3 of the last 4 weeks, and he's against Tennessee. So this really is a
I think I lean
legitimate
Marks.
Start-sit question where I'm not just going to be like, all right, I want Vidal because he's on the Chargers. But I think the answer is still Vidal, but it's close.
Yeah,
Woody Marks in Week 10, he played 7 of 7 snaps inside the 10, handled all 4 carries. I mean, they really are giving him an audition right now.
It seems that way, and they did come back from 29 to 10. Freaking Jacksonville. All right, hey ballers, Dylan in Mississippi, flex Jaylen Warren or George Pickens with a DAC stack. What would you do with that situation? Jaylen Warren, Cincinnati, high over-under. George Pickens, you know the Cowboys' defense is always a problem, but he's been outside the top 23 for 3 straight weeks. They play.
Really? George?
Yeah, George. George has been, I mean, he's been fine, really good. I mean, 4 for 82,
yeah, he said
7 for 78, and 6 for 79, just hasn't scored.
He has had double-digit points every week except for Week 1.
He's still on pace for 1,400 receiving yards.
He's having a, man.
I might. I mean, that's at Las
DK
Vegas.
Metcalf over George Pickens, did we? Weirdos.
You're talking about
I'm talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They did. They did do that, didn't they?
I would. Oh my gosh, would I play Warren over George Pickens?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem with the Las Vegas game, I mean, maybe Las Vegas can put up points against Dallas, but I feel pretty confident 5.5-point favorites for Pittsburgh at home against Cincinnati's defense. Right? They both have good matchups, but I feel a little bit better about Jaylen Warren myself. I don't know where you're at.
I think I'd play George.
Okay.
I'd play George. Double-digit baseline chance for monster game. Like, do you feel like the ceiling potential for George would be higher than Warren?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably, but you're gonna have to get that touchdown. You're gonna be a little bummed.
Oh yeah.
Jared in Ohio with a question. This one's a tough one, Mike. When is it okay to admit to myself I'm out? I've been in last all year out of 12. But it's been injury and spotty performance as a team that should have been good on paper.
That's right. You tell them. It's their fault.
Achieved all year. I'm 2-8. Is it okay to say the title is not in the cards this year for my redraft league? Hashtag my meow team.
2-8. I mean, you have to look at the rest of the league.
That's not great.
Yeah, it's definitely not great.
I mean, you're probably cooked.
You probably are. I'd say you probably are. But you go look at the actual league standings and see how far you are out of 6th place. It might be closer than you realize.
I mean, 6-14 is good enough for a division lead, according to the metrics that I have.
And also, when you're out, you're not actually out. I mean, you're out of the playoffs.
Yeah, try not to finish last.
But you don't want to finish last. And
Don't be an embarrassment to your family and friends.
And you want to ruin other people's Sundays. Like,
yeah.
If you're in the pit of sadness and despair, you don't want to be there alone. You need to reach up, grab, and drag your friends down with you.
That's right. Thank you, Mike. That's such good advice. Jay Grizz agrees. That is going to do it for this episode of the show. Enjoy the holiday if you have the opportunity to have some time off. All the kids, are your kids off today?
They are.
Yeah, we never got the Tuesday.
It is.
It was always like observed on a Monday or something when we were growing up.
It is unique, yeah.
Yeah, but we got the Tuesday off. All the kids are at home. Jason's at home. Everybody's got it off.
The roads were a bit more clear.
Yeah, he didn't need them.
Well, I was talking about for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The roads were a little more clear. We got TNF preview, backup options, playoff primer. Jason's alive. We'll be back tomorrow. He might even be here. We'll see.
I mean, I guess we won't know now from a day-to-day basis.
He won't be letting us know. All right, that is it for today's show. Thank you for joining us and supporting the podcast. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.